How's it going, my fellow collectors? I'm back again with another brand new review video. And as you can see, it is the armored Batman from the Dawn of Justice movie. The battle damage version, the latest figure to come out from Hot Toys. It is the Toy Fair exclusive. As you can see right here, it's got the sticker, the Sideshow exclusive sticker. Yeah, the Toy Fair exclusive from 2017. And it is the MMS 417 Movie Masterpiece Series. So let's start off with the first category, which is the source information. And if you guys have seen my previous videos when I reviewed the figures of Dawn of Justice, such as Superman and the regular suited Batman, you guys know how I feel about the movie. It was an okay movie, as I've said before. It's peanuts compared to the standalone Wonder Woman movie. And at the publication of this video, the Justice League movie has been out for, I believe, at least a week. And I haven't gotten a chance to go see that movie as of yet. I want to. But I just haven't gotten around to it. But getting back to the Batman vs Superman movie, yeah, it was an okay movie. If you want me to go into detail, just look back at the previous videos my previous reviews from my Superman figure or my regular suited Batman figure. But as for the score, it's gonna get a 5 out of 10. And if I talk you guys through the pose, as you can see, he's getting ready to launch his spear. Maybe he's aiming it at Superman. I do love the lighting effects on this piece. It's really not as bright as what you see here compared to what I'm seeing. And same goes for the light up eye. It's really not as bright as what you see on the video. But yeah, the source information gets a 5 out of 10, so stick with me, guys, and we'll roll on to the next category. Okay, so we've reached the category of packaging. So, as you can see, the box is in theme with all the rest of the Dawn of Justice figures from Hot Toys. It's got the same V shape right here in the middle, right in the front of the box, with whichever character's symbol right here in the front, in the middle, and it does open up. It's your basic shoebox style design. The cover comes off in the front, and it's also got the diagonal cut here like the rest of the Dawn of Justice figures. On the back, It's also got the V shape like the rest of them. And so on the very top in the front, you see it says MMS 417 1/6 scale collectible figure. And then on the top right hand corner, you see the Sideshow exclusive sticker, as I've said before. Going down just a tad, you see a picture of the figure itself with a pretty cool pose. I kind of dig it. Holding the spear, looks like he's walking toward you, and it looks like he's got a ring around him. I believe there's supposed to be the skyscrapers from Gotham City, just contorted to make a circle. And the symbol in the middle, you see it's the Batman logo. It is raised if you feel it. And then it says Armored Batman, Battle Damage version. And then moving down on the very bottom, you have the Batman vs. Superman logo. And it does say Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. And then you see the DC logo in the middle on the bottom. On the left hand side, you see the Hot Toys logo. And the right hand bottom side, you see the movie Masterpiece logo. And just like the regular suited Batman, it is all in a black and gray color. But unlike the regular suited Batman, this one it's got dents all along the side, or both sides of the box. I guess that's supposed to simulate the battle damage from the suit that he receives. See, so all along these sides, and you do feel the cracks, which is pretty cool. And then on the side here, take a look at what it says. It says the same thing, MMS 417 Armored Batman Battle Damage version, 1/6 scale collectible figure. And then on the other side, same thing. And on the top, it says Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. And you have another logo of the Batman Superman logo. And on the bottom, you don't have anything at all. And on the back, another logo of the Batman and Superman. So, and then it says Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice again. You got the Hot Toys logo right there with all the information. You got the Secret Base logo on the left hand side and the Toy Hunters logo on the right hand side. And then you got your warnings and choking hazards, which nobody really reads. On the very bottom you have the DC logo, the Batman and Superman logo, and the WB logo. And you got the barcode on the very, very bottom. And then once you open it up, just like I said, it's a shoebox style design. Take off the top cover. You see the slip cover on the inside. And you see another symbol of Batman here in the background. This one isn't raised. And then you got another circular ring. It's the same ring that was on the top cover that was surrounding Batman, but this one is much more larger. So it's simulating the skyscrapers from Gotham City again in a circular shape. And then the lettering says Armored Batman Battle Damage version, MMS 417 1/6 scale collectible figure. And then you have the credits of everyone who worked on the figure. And then once you remove that, you see the clamshell with all the spaces from the figure and the accessories. But as you can tell, I already took them out of the box. So that's all you get for the packaging. All in all, it's a slightly better design than some of the other Batman v Superman Hot Toys figures. So it's going to get a slightly better score than those. The previous ones got a 4 out of 10, so I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 10. Stick with me, guys, and we'll roll on to the next category. Okay, so now we've reached the category of likeness. But before I start talking about the likeness, I just wanted to show them here in my display cabinet, along with the rest of the other BVS figures. So we got regular suited Batman right here on the left. Really nice pose that I got him set up on. And then in the back you see Superman flying right behind them. Okay, so the likeness. There's a lot of talk about the choice of expression that they chose to use, that Hot Toys chose to use on this figure. A lot of people are not very happy with it. I'm kinda in that crowd too. I mean, this is a battle damaged figure. It says so in the title, so I mean, and then, you know, his costume is all tore up too. You know, you can imagine he was in a really big fight. So I kind of miss the point in giving him a normal expression like this. I mean, a lot of people say that he should have his mouth with his teeth showing, like if he's gritting his teeth, you know. But I don't think you need to go that far. All you really need to do is give him a frown on his brow, and that's it. You know, he'd look like he's getting ready for battle or something like that. He's trying to be intimidating. But as it stands, he's just looking straight forward, like without a care in the world or something. So yeah, I mean, if they just would have made him look mad from the eye, that would have been enough for me. Because, I mean, he is fighting, you know, so that's the whole point. But as for the likeness compared to Ben Affleck, I'm going to say that it's 85 to 90% accurate to what Ben Affleck actually looks like. So it's not completely there, but it's not bad either. So yeah, on the likeness, I'm gonna have to give it a 8 out of 10. They definitely could have done just a little bit better. But that's just my opinion. Alright, so I'm done with this category. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so we've reached the category of the outfit. And as you can see, I got him standing right here with the one and only Harley Quinn. I figure since they met briefly on the Suicide Squad movie, I thought she should make a brief appearance here too. So, getting back to the topic of the outfit, I gotta tell you guys right off the bat that it is really, really nice. Now, I've never owned the original armored Batman from Hot Toys, but from what I see here, they did a really good job. I mean, the dents and scratches and the paintwork, the shading, even the cape. I mean, you could see right here, it's all tore up and dirty, weathered. Look at all the holes it's got. Really nice. And then you can see right here one of his I don't know what you call these, sharp things? I don't know. One of them is dented on his arm. And I believe... nah, the other one's fine. He's got this big, huge dent on his front chest piece here. I mean, obviously the helmet is all broken open. Also, right here on the collar, another dent there. He's got a whole bunch of scratches on his left shoulder. He's got even more dents on his right shoulder there. And I did see some comparisons between this one and the regular armored Batman. And they did mention that the belt and the sharp things on his arms and legs, I think they call them fins, so I'm going to call them fins. Basically all the parts that are painted yellow or gold, they're gold on this figure, but they're more of a off yellow color on the regular armored Batman figure. I believe the regular armored Batman figure is more accurate color-wise on that, because in the movie his belt and fins, they weren't really a gold color. And if we're talking about accuracy, I did see the movie once more before I got my hands on this figure. The helmet, the light up eye, it wasn't like that. I mean, you could see Ben Affleck's real eye through it. I think that's what they should have went for, and instead of giving us a light up eye, because I don't know if I'm really gonna use it at all. But you know, Hot Toys takes its pride on accuracy. I don't know how they missed that, or I don't know, maybe they're just trying to add more features to it. But yeah. And then if you look at his back, you can see his cape. Whole lot of damage on the right side right here. And if we take a look at the bottom section here, you can see it's even more tore up. And if you lift it up, you can see the armor of what it looks like on the back. You can see the spinal section here. But yeah, all in all, it's really nice. I love the outfit. They did a really excellent job on it, on everything. So, on that note, I'm gonna have to give it a perfect 10 out of 10. So, stay tuned, guys, and we'll roll on to the next category. Okay, so we've reached the category of articulation. Now, this figure, I didn't think it would have very good articulation, given the fact that it's so bulky. Kind of reminds me of the RoboCop Hot Toys action figure. That one was pretty bulky. I never owned that one either. I don't really make it a habit of getting bulky Hot Toys figures because of the fact that they don't have very good articulation. But I did see some of the reviews from other people on this figure, and they said that they really improved the articulation from last time, and by last time I mean the previous armored Batman. They said that that one didn't have very good articulation at all. But this figure can get most of the poses that you want out of it. Let me just run them down for you. Good head articulation for the most part. He can't really look up that much. He can look up enough, like you can make him look like he's watching the sky, looking for Superman. He looks down a good amount, and shoulder articulation, it goes not really 90 degrees, but maybe 40, something like that. They do advise that when you spread the legs, you don't go any more than 45 degrees. You couldn't get him to go further than that anyway because of the armor pieces on his legs. So there's that. And also for the armpit joints, when you want to spread them outward, they can only go about 70 degrees. And they do advise not to go further than that on the instructions. The knee joints, you can only bend them 70 degrees backwards. In the hip area, you can't really make him kick too far forward, and he doesn't really kick too far backward either. The ankle joints is probably the best part of articulation on this figure. I mean, it doesn't really pivot that good, but you can rotate it, and you got your basic your basic wrist joints from Hot Toys. Kind of a pain in the butt when you're trying to articulate the wrists, because they have the habit of popping off very easy, the hands. And it's because of the gauntlets from the armor. They keep pushing them out, so I had a pretty tough time when I was changing the poses on this figure. That kept happening. So be prepared for that. It's got good elbow articulation. It's almost got a double bend in it, but it doesn't quite make it because the armor pieces prevents that from happening. So, and as for the ab crunch, it doesn't really have much at all, actually. So there is that. And when you try to bend it backwards, he doesn't really bend that far backwards either. You don't want to give him too much of a crunch anyways, because of the panels right here on the abdomen area. They will crash together, and if you bend them backwards, they will separate. So be mindful of that. And it's the same thing with the spinal section behind the cape here. If you bend them too far forward, that might rip there, so you got to be careful with that. So I do kind of wish that he had the same articulation as what he had in the movie, but I can see that can be difficult in real life, trying to pull that off because of the bulkiness of the armor. So for the articulation, I'm gonna have to give it a 4 out of 10. It is an improvement on the last armored Batman, but I don't know, maybe not by much. I can't tell you for sure because I've never owned that figure, so yeah. But let me just talk you guys through this pose. There you go. I went ahead and recreated the scene where he shoots Superman with the kryptonite gas for the first time. And I do kind of like how that turned out. Alright, so we got one more category, and then I'll round up the scores for you guys. Alright, we've reached the last and final category, which is accessories. And as you can see, he comes with a decent amount. He pretty much comes with the same accessories that the regular armored Batman came with. You got the kryptonite grenade launcher, the grappling hook line launcher, 2 grenades, one open and one closed, a spare of wrist pegs. You got batteries for the spear and for the head, for the light up eye. You got the spear itself, which is really nice. They did an excellent job with that. The paint, the way the light glows on the green part for the kryptonite itself, the weathering on it, everything is really nice. And you got 9 hands. These hands, they really remind me a lot of like hockey glove hands. It just, I don't know, I mean, you look at them yourself and tell me, do they not look like hockey hands? I mean, hockey glove hands. It just, every time I see them, that's what they remind me of. But anyway, moving along, you got 2 gripping hands to hold the spear. I don't think the regular armored Batman came with these. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know for sure because I've never owned the figure. But let me know. So he's got 2 of those for each hand. And 2 fists for each hand. He's got one on right now. And he's got one hand for holding the line launcher. And then he's got like an open gesturing hand. He's got 2 relaxed hands, one for each hand. He's got the other one on right now. And this is one of the gripping hands for the spear. And then he's got one trigger hand for the grenade launcher. And then it doesn't really count as an accessory, but here is the head, which I've already shown you guys. And he comes with the instruction manual. I can't stress enough, guys, please go over your instruction manuals when you get your Hot Toys figures. You don't want to break anything. When I took this guy out of the package, I had no idea how to put or install the batteries for the spear. And I didn't want to break the spear, so I went over the instruction manual. So, again, go over the instruction manual. And then you got the basic stand you get for all the Dawn of Justice Hot Toys figures. It has all the same functions. It raises up like the rest of them, the symbol, and it does not come with the flight pole. It just comes with the regular standing pole. And you got the name plaque right there. It says Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Armored Batman Battle Damage version. And that's about it for the accessories, guys. Let me just explain the head sculpt he's got on right now. Obviously, it's the regular armored Batman head sculpt. Now, you might think that it fits, seeing as it's on the body right now, but don't let that fool you. If you look at Dean Knight's video, when he went over his review for this figure, he does state that the head fits loosely. The regular armored Batman head fits loosely on the battle damaged Batman armored body. And he's right about that. It does. So what I did was I got some cotton and I like wrapped it around the ball joint of the neck peg, and then I just put the head on the ball joint, and with that it fits pretty snugly, fits on pretty tight, so that should solve the issue of that problem. It did with me, so it doesn't fit loosely anymore on the body, so it's an easy fix. But do not try to put this head on the regular armored body, because the neck peg, or I'm sorry, the hole, it will not fit in on the ball joint because the hole is way too small. You can force it on there, but that would just stretch the hole out. So if you put the battle damage head back on the battle damage body, after that it's gonna fit pretty loosely. So I wouldn't advise putting this head on the regular Batman armored body. So getting back to the accessories category, I think that something that it is missing, that not even the regular armored Batman version had, is the smoke grenade that he uses on the rooftop when he throws at Superman. I think that would have been nice if they would have included that. So that, and also if they would have given us like an extra head sculpt, that would have been nice. Like it could have even been the same head sculpt, just with a different expression. Like this one is a neutral look and the other one could have been an angry look. That would have been nice. So those are the nitpicks that I have on this figure as far as the accessories go. And I also think that the spear, that should have came with the regular armored Batman version. That was one of the main reasons why I didn't get that figure, was because it didn't have the spear, and also the articulation. That's what put me off of getting the regular armored Batman version. So for the score on the accessories, it's gonna get a 9 out of 10. I knocked off a point because of the expression on the head. They could have given us an extra head sculpt because of that, and they didn't give us the smoke grenade. Everything else is pretty good. So to round up the scores, we get 41 out of a possible 60. And I know that's a really, really bad score, but it is what it is, guys. I just see so many missed opportunities that Hot Toys could have done to improve this figure. I mean, they did improve it, but they could have went even further. So if I just talk you guys through this pose, obviously you know where I got this from. When Batman was just punching Superman so many times in the face because of his weakened condition when he was exposed to the kryptonite gas. But he slowly started to get his powers back, and then Batman's punches weren't having any effect on Superman at all. I thought that part of the movie was pretty funny, because shortly after that, Batman realized he was in trouble again. There's another thing I forgot to mention about the line launcher. I think another missed opportunity that Hot Toys did, or they might have just taken the lazy route out, is that why didn't they make this line launcher just like they did the grappling hook, the one that comes with the regular suited Batman? They didn't give us any wires or any hooks to go inside this. If you look and see, it doesn't even have a hole to place the hooks or wires. So, man, I wish they would have done that. This figure would have got so much of a higher score because of all this stuff that they missed. But I digress. So, there you go, guys. Another review down. Once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you liked this review or this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And until next time, guys, bye.